Got an idea for a website, or got a business that needs a powerful website but got no skills or no time to make it? Head over to website.net.co.uk for a free quote today. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Calvin, and welcome to a new tutorial. We're going to be looking at Adobe Muse 2014, and there are other versions, obviously, that are lower than 2014, but 2014 is the newest one. I don't know, they used to call it like version numbers, like 0.7, or well, like 7.0 and stuff. But I don't know, they just went with 2014. I guess that's kind of like the release, I guess, rather than, I don't know. But basically, look, it doesn't matter. We're gonna look at it, and we're gonna see the basics of it. So I know there's tutorials out there that will be like the top 10 tips that you need to know, or tools that you need to know when going into Muse. But to be honest with you, Muse, it's kind of just about creativity. Once you know the basics, what things do, where stuff is, you just gotta kind of whack all your creative ideas into a site and make something. Now, bearing in mind, obviously, there are other things available. There are cool things that you will obviously need to watch a tutorial on. I don't know, like scrolling backgrounds or having different color backgrounds, like as you scroll down, stuff like that. It's not as quite simple to just kind of boom. But to be honest with you, you can do quite a lot of stuff with just knowing the basics. So I'm going to show you the basics, and then I'll do some other tutorials and try and keep them quite short. So when you open up Adobe Muse, you will have obviously this thing, just kind of like Dreamweaver. To be honest with you, you've got create a new site or open. That's pretty much it. Apart from Dreamweaver, add some other cool stuff. But basically, we're just going to go ahead and click site. It's going to bring up our new sites kind of thing. To be honest with you, right now, just leave it default. Just leave it default. Here's the part where a lot of people get kind of confused, because they've got a home A master and they've got an A master, no master. This is your masters and these are your pages. The simplest way to explain this master is basically to say, okay, let's say you want let's say you want 3 pages. You want home, you want about, and you want contact. You want them all to have the same design, but you want them to have different content inside. So the master is where you design. So you can design the background color, you can put your nav bar on there, your footer, your header, and then these will inherit the master's design, base design, and then you can go onto the homepage and whack on some pictures or some text. And then when you create a new page, it'll have the exact same design as here, but it won't have all the text and pictures that you've got in your home, because it's different. So it allows you to have a base design, is basically what the master is, and then these pages are content. But you don't have to use the master at all. You could just have your base design done on the homepage or the multiple pages. You can also have multiple masters. So you could have 2 masters if you wanted different pages to have different designs overall. But again, it just allows you to quickly kind of have a base design that you can adapt all of your pages to have. We're not going to worry too much about the master right now. Let's just go onto the page. So you want to double click it and you're going to get the web page. So this is our web page basically. This is what is blank at the moment, nothing on it, just white page. If we were to preview that in the browser, file, preview site in browser. It's going to check preview connection. You can see the white page. Nothing exciting. Nothing exciting at all. So let's just minimize that, and let's put something on it, I guess. So here is the bottom of the browser. So this is where the bottom of the browser will be, and this is obviously the bottom of the page. Now the page are just guidelines, really. So I mean, theoretically, you could have a box down here, and it, it doesn't really matter. These are just kind of guidelines of like a page width. So remember, when you set your width at the beginning, that's what this is. So that's 960 by, what was it, 540, something like that. Yeah, so this is just the guidelines. You can extend the guidelines like this way. Nothing exciting. And that's your header and footer, which you can change in the master's page. But let's go ahead and look at what these tools are over here. So these are your most tools. These are your 5 most used tools. So you've got the crop tool, you've got your text tool, you've got your create a box tool, your rectangle tool, you've got your move tool, so you can move things around. And you got your zoom in tool, so you can zoom in and hold control and no, alt was it? Alt and shift out. Yeah. So these are your main people, and you've got your pointer tool obviously, which you click things and point things to. So let's say we wanted to add a rectangle, triangle, woo. We can just drag onto the page, and then up here you've got your main stuff, so you can fill it with a color, red, green, blue. We'll go with a soft kind of bluish, and you can have a stroke on there. Put this to like 89. Obviously, gigantic stroke, or you can have no stroke. You can add some cool effects, like shadow, you know, bevel, and glow. Nothing that much. You can kind of mess around with that, add opacity and stuff. And you can also make the corners round, which is a cool thing. And there's kind of a limit, really, how round you want to go, to the point where they're fully round. Yeah. So we've got a triangle here. I keep saying triangle, man. It's a fucking rectangle. So we've got a bloody rectangle. It's not bloody. It's blue, but kind of same B. B for blood. B for blue. What can we do with this? Well, if we go over to the side here, we've got text, color, swatches, widget library, states, and stuff like that. So layers, if you've used Photoshop before, you'll know what they are. Photoshop, Illustrator, any kind of Adobe product that uses kind of imaging, editing, stuff like that. You'll know what layers are. These allow you to basically set different things on different layers, and you can have layers behind other layers and on top of other layers, stuff like that. Pretty much, let's say if we create a new layer, as you can see, this is actually at the bottom. So if we were to get a rectangle on, let's actually just delete them too. So layer 1 is underneath layer 2. So if we select layer 2, and I can draw a box, it would actually go on top of layer 1. Or I could put the other around. On top. You know, but doesn't really matter. Not that exciting. Just layers. So you've also got your assets. These are things that are, so your pictures and stuff that you've dragged in will be displayed here. Your library is your library, basically. You can get things online. As you can see, I've got this imported. It was free on the assets. And it has like a countdown and flip cards and cool things like that. It's a guy called Andrew. He's made some pretty cool things. And flip cards, and I don't know why it keeps beeping at me. And circles. And I wish it would shut up. So, what we can also do, which is the main reason why Adobe Muse really stands out to me, is you can add motion. So if you click on your rectangle, you can click on motion, and basically, when I scroll down, this can do something. So whenever basically the top of the browser, bring up the browser, whenever this line here, okay, gets to this keyframe, this will do something. And you can make it move and stuff like that. You can also make it, you know, change opacity, have some sort of slideshow, so you could change the picture image or something like that. Or you can edge animate. Not quite sure what that is entirely. I've never used it, but that's what it is. I'm still learning myself. You've also got the widgets library, which is another cool thing that Adobe are trying to push, because in here you've got basic stuff. So you've got buttons, HDPI on off, I guess, which is kind of cool. You've got light boxes, all of the stuff that you would have to sit and try and find, or even possibly buy for a website, because these are preset JavaScripts that take quite a while to code in, and they've just gave you them, you know. And you've got slideshows, all that cool stuff. You even got like social buttons, YouTube videos and stuff. All of this, you know, like I said, you just got to mess around with yourself. This is basically when you color something, so change color like here, and same text and color. That's pretty much it, to be honest with you. We've gone through what everything does, so this is kind of, these top three are pretty much just when you click on the box, you kind of just get the same things up here. It's kind of like Photoshop. But like I said, the scroll effects is the main thing that you want to be messing around with. I'm going to have a video on scroll effects and these states coming next, so if you all want to do that, head over to the link. It'll probably be in the description or on the screen, and you can look at that. But other than that, guys, this has been my video on how to basically, well, not how to, I guess, it's more like a tutorial on what Muse is, and oh my god, you've opened it and you have no idea what you're doing. This is what the stuff does. Other than that, you can drag pictures in, do whatever you want. Yeah, so I'll see you guys next video, and don't forget, you can head over and become a patron. Link below. That helps me make more content and buy more software that you guys are familiar with and make more tutorials. Yay! But yeah, if you don't want to become a patron, don't have to. I'm not obviously asking you. I'm just saying the support would be nice. So anyway, guys, yeah, see you later. Have fun and good day.